this is what I have to say. You will never feel normal again.
Hit the subscribe button and click the bell notification to become part of the Transplant Helper community.
Good morning to you, Transplant Helper community. I'm here sitting outside my kids' school. As you can expect and probably recognize, it's a chilly morning. I mean, I don't know where you are, so obviously you could be in a place that's much, much colder and maybe even miserable. But I'm in Alabama, and so for us to be where we are right now, which is waking up to a wet, damp, rainy morning when it's 33 degrees outside and there's wind blowing from every direction, yeah, to us, we're kind of wimpy, I guess. So that's difficult. But anyway, I'm here and I'm sitting outside in my car, the heater not on. And so I'm beginning to get a little chill already. But anyway, I did want to pause for just a moment today. I like to offer you 3 different options on the program, whether it's advocating, educating, or motivating. And hopefully today, when I get around to the end of this, will be a motivating discussion, okay? I get a lot of questions sometimes about when will I feel normal again? And it could be coming from someone like me, a heart transplant patient. I hear that from all sorts of organ transplants, whether it be heart, lung, liver, kidney, pancreas, whatever. And to tell you the truth, it's different for everybody. When you talk about feeling normal again, that's different for everybody. And everybody's going to progress and recover and improve at a different rate. So it's really hard to tell. But in general, universally, this is what I have to say. You will never feel normal again. Now, don't take that wrong, but I think it's the case. And I think most of you, if you're very far out of transplant, can agree with me. You will never feel normal again. And that could be for a few different reasons. For me, for example, normal for me was 38 years of living in heart failure. Normal for me was, struggling daily, especially as time went on, as it got closer to that 38th year, struggling daily to get up, to take a shower, to eat, to do different things and have the energy to go on. I can remember back right pre-transplant, the last year or two before it at least, if I took a shower, I was done. I'd have to go take a nap. If I ate a meal, I was the same way. It was crash time. I would go down, and that was honestly just not fun. I was sleeping anywhere from 16, 18 hours a day. And so, it's very difficult to get a whole lot done when you're sleeping that much. I wasn't able to run and play with my children like I wanted to. I wasn't able to spend the time with my wife that I wanted to. My life, right up in the last few years, not the whole time of it, but leading up to the last maybe couple to 3 years, was simply not easy. It was not a lot of fun. I've told you before on the program before, I think, that I used to have the world's greatest neighbor, and the world's greatest neighbor's name was Rick. He lived kind of catty corner across the street from us, and he would actually come over. We're talking about a 30-something-year-old man, not married, no children, but he would come over to my house and get out in the yard and run and play ball with my kids. He taught them how to play soccer. He played baseball, football. He did all the things that I wish I could do. And I'd be sitting on the front porch, dozing sometimes, watching him play with my kids. And they loved Uncle Rick, so they called him. He was a great guy. And I loved and appreciated Rick. But that was a time period when I couldn't do. When normal for me was not good. And so for me to say that I'm normal after transplant, I cannot say that, because what I am right now is better than normal. However, you have to really consider yourself as not being normal. I don't know who really is normal, right? There's average, but there may not be normal. But to consider yourself living in a new normal, a new normal. And that potentially and hopefully is going to be much better than your old normal, if you will. But it may not be exactly what you consider normal. Normal for most people is getting up every day, not taking medications, going off to their job, to school, wherever it is they want to go, doing the things they want to do, being involved in activities. Some people play golf, some people ride bikes, some people go shopping, some people fish and hunt, and you may not be to that point yet. And to be honest with you, there are certain things you may never get to that point yet. Now, I'm not asking you not to set your goals high. They need to be there. I'm not asking you not to dream. But you may not be normal by other people's standards, but you can have a new normal. Knowing that, yes, that you have to get your rest. You have to keep up with a proper diet. You have to exercise to a certain extent with intention. Knowing that you're going to take sometimes handfuls of medication, morning, midday, maybe evening time as well. Knowing that things are different for you. And then stopping and saying, that's my new normal. And accepting it as a good thing. Again, my life post-transplant, 5 years and 8 months as of yesterday, is a good life. I have good days, I have bad days, I have easy days, I have hard days. But it's my new normal. And my new normal includes now some of the activities I wasn't able to do pre-transplant. So I'm thankful for it. I'm blessed by that. But I want to tell you, I want you to search yourself out today. Don't look to be like the rest of the crowd. Don't try to measure yourself up against your neighbor who runs marathons or this person over here who has this or that. Measure yourself against you and ask yourself, is this better? And if you don't find it to be that way, find a way to make it better. Use this motivation to carry on through the day because you can do it, friend. You can absolutely do it. You can live that new normal. Thank you for joining me and stay stronger, friends.